Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about The Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 6, Live Bait. And I'm talking about my video predictions. So, first off, it's going to be a great episode. I'm predicting that. The reason I say this, because the governor is back. And I think he'll have a way bigger role, and he looks like a great character. Before, I never really liked the governor as an antagonist, but I think he'll be more of a likable antagonist this season. And the reason I say this is because he's just so crazy, and just like Daryl, he doesn't seem to think things through the right way. He just kind of acts on his emotions, so I don't think he will be like that friendly of a guy. And if you were watching the preview, he was staring into the fire and let a walker just walk right up to him, and he would have gotten bit unless one of his friends shot him. And like, he's just so this is why I think he's so like confused of why he's even still living, if all he does is he doesn't have like any daughter, wife. He just killed his whole town, and it's like he thinks everything is going bad for him. Well, he just mowed down like 50 people, so I don't understand why he thinks he has it harder than anyone else, but that's beside the point. When he's standing in front of that burning house, I do not know where that is. Maybe he just goes out and burns houses to get out his anger, but he looks so cool, like such an amazing character, kind of like Walter White or Heisenberg from Breaking Bad. Like, at a certain point, he just didn't give a fuck about anybody. And all he focused on was one thing. And that's kind of what I'm seeing in the governor. He's just like, gosh, I'm a badass, but I don't even give a fuck because I'm so badass. But let's get into my predictions. So, Rick is going to tell Daryl, I believe. And Daryl, knowing Daryl from previous events, like Rick telling him that he tied up Merle, and there's like walkers all around, I'm gonna say that Merle, or like, I'm gonna say Daryl reacts the same way, and he just goes off, and he doesn't think, he doesn't do anything, he doesn't care the reason why. He's just gonna start yelling and he's gonna fight Rick, maybe, even though they have tremendous respect for each other. I still think they're gonna wind up fighting, and maybe someone gets injured pretty badly, or maybe Daryl goes off and tries to find Carol. Those are probably my two options. I don't think he's just gonna do nothing, but he might. Let's see, Herschel. He's gonna try to become, I think they're gonna try to show him become completely non-religious anymore. Because when he closed the Bible, I thought that was like, yeah, I don't believe in this shit anymore. No one would ever do this to anybody. This doesn't make sense. So I think he's gonna be completely unreligious from now on. And what else? I think Carol might meet up with the governor, or she might already have met up with him, and either he kidnapped her, or something along the lines of like he kidnapped her or she joined with him. I would think she would be kidnapped more than her just willingly joining, but we don't know with Carol. She can be crazy just like any other character. And just say she gets kidnapped, I think it might be in the finale more than like right now, but like she might get kidnapped later, but I think Daryl, he might like risk his life to save her, and then he might die. That's the way I think Daryl goes out, trying to save someone. Because, you know, he always is thinking about other people, even though he might not show it. He really is. He's always thinking about other people, and he's a nice guy on the inside. He's not a racist like his brother. He accepts everyone, and he loves everyone the same, you know. So, man, it's gonna be a really good episode. I can't even. All right, so let's see what else. I think Michonne's gonna do something this episode. I don't know what. I think she hasn't really been in too many. She hasn't had too much screen time, so I think she might do something with the governor. I don't know. It's really hard to tell because it's just like the governor. All he did last episode was show his face. So yeah. Oh, Glenn. Huh, I wonder what happens with him. Glenn and Sasha. Man. Or Lizzie, too. Lizzie looks fine. Like, she doesn't look too sick, so I'm guessing she'll be fine. But I'm guessing Glenn or Sasha's gonna die. Huh. I wonder... I think they haven't had a main character's death this episode, or this season so far, so... I'm gonna have to go with Glenn. I think Glenn's gonna die. He looked really bad. Even though he got that medicine, that other guy turned into a walker. Like that Glenn was helping when Glenn couldn't even shout. But yeah, I think Glenn's gonna die. I really do, because Glenn hasn't done anything in the past. I would even say a couple of seasons. Like, he hasn't been there. He was a pretty main character before, but now really losing screen time. Even though last episode he was kind of there a lot, but yeah, I think he's gonna die because we haven't had anything too dramatic happen. Even though, like with the main characters at least. But Carol, hopefully they show her next episode, just doing something, maybe. Just trying to survive, fighting off walkers or whatever. Maybe she'll meet up with another group and they might introduce... Maybe she might meet up with Sam. Remember him? Because that one girl, I can't remember her name, she died, and Sam just went... we never saw where Sam went, so maybe him and Carol might meet up, because... They didn't say anything. They didn't really even do anything with him. They didn't say if he died or not. So maybe she might meet up with them, and he might become a main character for at least a couple episodes, maybe, and then die probably. Maybe. Oh yeah, and one of the most obvious things, even though, like, all that gunfire that happened, maybe some walkers heard that and they're still walking their way over, and because remember when Carl and Rick took out that huge load of zombies, and the fence is totally down, so they might have to leave the prison. Because they didn't show anything in the preview of them being in the prison, but they mostly focused on the governor, or that's all they focused on. So let's see, maybe they'll leave the prison and meet up with the governor somehow, and then they'll have to have an agreement that the governor won't even abide by, but I don't know, man. The governor's changed so much. All he wants to do is kill, it looks like. He has nothing else left except for trying to kill the people who killed his family, or killed his... Even though... Or, like, he might kill the rest of the people. Never mind. But I think he's just gonna try to kill as many people, and then maybe he's gonna die, because there's nothing really. He has nothing left to live for, it looks like. So hopefully something sweet happens, but we never really know. These predictions are just more for fun than anything. But I guess that's it for this episode of my video predictions. Stay tuned for the video review for next episode live bait. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye bye.